This is Parkinson's Law, a book written by British historian C. Northcote Parkinson, about 60 years ago, in which he describes, very humorously by the way, the operations of large organizations and bureaucracies. And Parkinson's very first law is that work will expand to meet the available time, rather than really deal with the work at hand. And it comes to mind because of the way the California legislature operates or doesn't operate on a yearly basis. The legislature's been in session now for 6 weeks, but has done virtually nothing other than look at a few sports championship trophies and do eulogies to those who have departed since the last time they met. And if history holds true, and it probably will, they won't do much of anything for the next couple of months. And there'll be a flurry of activity of sorts late in the spring. And then they'll go on, well, after they have their, of course, their spring break, their Easter vacation. And then they'll come back and they'll fiddle with the budget until June. And then they're going to go off on a summer vacation for a month. And then they'll come back and do all a year's work, more or less, in the last month of the session. And so what could really reasonably fill maybe 3 months is really spread out over about 8 months of supposed work. And it makes one think that maybe we ought to go back to a part-time legislature, since they really only work part-time anyway. And after all, the most productive years in the history of the California legislature, the golden era, was back when they didn't make much money and they only met every other year officially. Maybe we ought to think of going back to that as well.